All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for joining us. My name is Mike Popovich. I'm with P2 Insight, and this is our 15-minute webinar series. Once a month, we put on a webinar to give you insights as to some of the technology, functionality, capabilities available out there in the procure-to-pay space in the supply chain space. Again, thank you very much. In this session, we actually are joined by Ruzi, which we'll introduce shortly. But let me quickly jump into this solution. This is the auto price update for systems generated PRs. So anything just generated by Maximo, whether it's PM jobs, whether it's copying an old PR to a new PR, whether it's manually entered or replenishment process generating the PRs automatically. Most people are familiar with punch out, catalog shopping. Punch out is basically you punching out from Maximo, going into a vendor catalog or a marketplace, shopping that marketplace, picking items in there, adding to your shopping cart, like you do for consumer shopping at Best Buy or Walmart or Amazon. You add them to your shopping cart. And then when you check out, the difference is it brings back the shopping cart into Maximo so that you can continue the processes in Maximo, the approvals, the reviews, and PO generation and so forth in Maximo. Um, Generally, basically, graphically, you're in the PR, you press a button, you punch out the catalog, you pick things, and then when you finish the shopping, you check out, it brings back the lines back into Maximo. Punch out is great because there's no rekeying in of the data from one system to another. So there's no typos, no errors, no omissions, no price adjustments later, no ordering from a supplier that no longer carries it because you're actually shopping their online catalog, which tells you only the things that are available and not out of stock and so forth. But the key is what it does is allows you to create an accurate, complete item record details for the ordering process. So sure, yes, you save time by not having to rekey in and all that stuff. But more importantly, you create an accurate PR which supports a flawless downstream process for order placement, delivery, and payment. So no, invoice discrepancies, no reapproval because the description of the price was wrong, no price adjustment changes, all that stuff. It's all these downstream processes that benefit for having to create the PR accurately. So what's the problem? If Punch-Out works, what's the problem? Well, Punch-Out is only useful for initiating a PR lines from a vendor catalog. So it only creates new PR lines in Maximo from shopping cart items. So yeah, if you punch out Amazon or Granger or someone, you pick things in there, it brings it back. But it does not work with existing PR lines. It doesn't update pre-existing PR lines. So anything that's generated by the system or by the users in Maximo with PR lines already completed, okay, is not able to be updated by Punch-Out. Punch-Out only adds lines to a PR. It does not update existing lines. So all the replenishment reorder report PRs, all the PRs generated from planning work orders, from PM jobs, from manually created PMs and so forth, PRs do not get the benefit. So what percent of your PR lines are system generated, right? 30%, 40, 50, some cases I hear as high as 60%. So all the replenishment, reorder report PRs, PM jobs, manual entry PRs, and all that, all those PRs did not get any benefit from the punch-out or from online vendor catalog information. So the way punch-out works is you go into a PR header, and that's it. It's just a header. From the header, you punch out, okay, and you shop the vendor catalog. So you punch out from Maximo, that brings up the catalog. You look at the vendor information, you pick out things, you shop, just like you do, like I said, at Best Buy or wherever, you add things to your shopping cart. Okay. After you've done your shopping, you check out. When you check out, it returns the lines from the shopping cart and the marketplace or the vendor portal, brings it back in and creates PR lines. That is great, but it only transfers lines from the shopping cart to Maximo. It does not update lines at Maximo. Your reality, or many people's reality, is that basically the PR doesn't start off with blank lines. It actually has lines. The replenishment report process, PM jobs, and so forth create PRs with lines already established in those PRs. So now you have lines that have items and information, and you have vendor online catalogs somewhere out there from the cloud. The problem is they can't benefit. They can't help each other. Okay. Right now, there's nothing to enable you to update automatically prices from the vendor catalogs, from the marketplaces to Maximo. What does the future promise? Well, the future promises an API, an application program interface that allows you to call this API and it will look up the various vendor catalogs and get you the price information and send it back and update the PR line. That is what the future promises. But the current reality is that most vendor catalogs do not have this API. So here's, for example, four of them, but only two of them have a vendor catalog API. Okay, and the APIs are different. This one is by Amazon. It's proprietary. It's Amazon specific. This one's by Granger. It's different. Okay, so basically building these interfaces is fairly expensive, costly, and difficult because each vendor is doing their own thing. Okay, so yes, there's some possibilities with some few vendors here and there, and it's very difficult, challenging, and costly. What P2 Insight and Veruzi can deliver today, okay, using the Veruzi marketplace and host of catalogs, is a single API that will look up information from all the vendor catalogs. That's done because Veruzi consolidates, brings all the vendor catalogs into their hosted catalog environment. So all the catalogs are in one place. And they have one API that gives you access to all those hosted catalogs. Not only that, but smaller vendors that may not have an online vendor catalog presence can submit their catalogs from Excel or from common limited tables and all that stuff into the Veruzi hosted catalog environment, and you can shop there and get price updates from their catalogs just as easily, efficiently as you do from the biggest players like Granger and Amazon and so forth. That is available right now, immediately proven solution. Okay, who is P2 Insight? Well, we are a Maximo business partner. We do e-commerce enablement leadership and integrating, automating, optimizing MR supply chain for Maximo customers. We design and optimize the supply chain. We partner with leading marketplaces like Veruzi, and in this case, we are partnering with them to bring you this solution. Okay, but we can work directly with vendor catalogs. We are IBM's go-to partner for e-commerce enablement. We don't rip and replace Maximo purchasing. We enhance, extend, and keep all the benefits of a fully integrated EAM system. Okay, with us is Veruzi, and has Shaz joined us? Shaz, are you
Mike,
there?
good
There you go.
morning,
Okay.
Mike. How are you?
Okay, Shaz Khan, I'm very well. Shaz Khan is the founder and CEO of Veruzi, and I will hand over to him for a minute just to explain who and what Veruzi are. Thank you, Shaz.
Thank you so much, Mike, and delighted to be here. And thank you for the invite. So, Brucey is headquartered in Los Angeles, California. We've been in business for over 13 years. We're a full digital procure to pay and digital marketplace solution that the marketplace solution bolts on directly into your IBM Maximo environment with the help of P2 Insights, incredible adapter. And what we've been able to do with P2 Insight, led by Mike Popovic and Bruzy, is really deliver something that has been a major pain point for a number of customers, which is that price replenishment capability directly from within your Maximo system and updating those prices in your requisition for new requisitions from the Bruzy catalog. It might seem like a small item, but when you start adding up the price refreshes that are required with many of your suppliers, that adds up to real dollars and hopefully potentially savings for your business. So, again, delighted to be here. And just by introduction, I'm the CEO and co-founder of Ruzi. So, thank you, Mike, for allowing us to be here. And we're really excited to bring this capability forward to the IBM Maximo customer base.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Oz. And we're excited to deliver this solution as well. So let's just jump back into the solution itself. So first of all, what's a marketplace? I view marketplace almost like Expedia for MRO suppliers. Instead of going shopping for airfare for American Airlines, Delta, Southwest, all one by one, and then going back to the one that had the best price, you go Expedia and you simply say, I want to go from New York to LA, and that gives you all the options. And you shop whichever one's the best for you. That's in essence what marketplace is. They host all the catalogs. They let you do competitive shopping. They show you all the offerings from all the vendors. You pick the one that works best for you, okay, and you go from there. So it makes your life a lot easier. But not only does it support that, basically, because the catalogs are then hosted in this marketplace, it enables this API for automatic price updates. So Veruzi is the consolidator. It handles the complex and tedious tasks of importing many of the different vendor catalogs. All vendors have proprietary catalogs. They import it into a single database. Okay, they host this information, they keep it synchronized, they keep it current with the vendor systems. They also host vendors that don't have an online presence. Like I said, the smaller mom and papa shops can send in their Excel spreadsheets or whatever and import their catalog into the Veruzi marketplace. So it makes the catalog data now all consistent and available, okay, in a single API. So not only is it available for competitive shopping with the punch up, but also for automatic price updates. And this is what we're going to be showing you today. Okay, auto price updates. So in Maximo, we look for for a PR to see if a vendor has an online catalog. If they do, then we say on the PR line, has the vendor catalog number been specified? If it has, we will go out, use the API, say for this vendor, for this item, what's the current price? But not only do we get the price, but we can also get optionally, we can retrieve the manufacturer, model, the description, and so forth, okay, so that you can update, massage, and then cleanse your data going forward to have cleaner and better and more accurate information in your Maximo system. So graphically, exactly where are changes made? Well, in Maximo, in the PR header, we indicate that basically that this vendor, Granger, has an online catalog, okay? We will go to the PR line itself. We will look to see, does the individual line have a catalog, vendor catalog number? If it does, okay, we will go ahead, use that information, call the API, and bring back, but also preserve the original information. So we'll say originally the manufacturer didn't have it, but now we have the manufacturer. Originally you didn't have the model number, but here's the model number. Originally the price was basically this much, 5067. Now it's 5075. And we give the description in case you wish to basically update the description and cleanse your data and improve it over time. So auto price update enables downstream process improvements, and this is where you get most of your benefits, okay? Because if the information is accurate, current, and complete, you don't have to waste time manually taking the PR, turning to purchase order. We can automate the whole process. So we can automate the auto generation of the PO from the PR. Okay. Also, we can auto send the PO to the vendor. What's the point of someone having to look at that PO if it's all current, accurate information from the vendor catalog? Okay. And we're also looking, and this is still a might where R&D on this, to bring back the item image that we can then update on your item master so that you have a more current, accurate, and graphical image of the item itself to basically over time improve, cleanse, and increase the quality of your data in Maximo. So how much can the auto price update help your processes? Well, you got to consider how much time does your storeroom replenishment buyers spend on getting price updates? How much time does your buyers spend getting price updates on manually or system generated work orders from from work orders or from PM jobs and stuff like that? And how many POs go out with the wrong price? And how much time do your people spend correcting either the correcting or adjusting the PO or afterwards dealing with the invoice discrepancy or getting the wrong part, having to return it and all that stuff and having the approvers reapprove and all that stuff. That's a lot of waste of time and effort. So how much time is spent moving from just the administrative PR to PO and dispatching the PO? All those things can be completely automated and your efficiencies can be improved significantly. We can do this with major vendors out there. This is just a small sample of the vendors. Okay, they all support this kind of capability. With Veruzi, we can do it with even smaller vendors that don't support this capability. You can learn more about all this, all sorts of the supply chain issues, including this solution, at the Supply Chain Matters conference that is being hosted in Houston, Texas, on March 2nd and 2nd to 4th. We hope you can join us. Here's information about it. And that's basically it. I finished a minute early. Thank you very much. If you have any further questions, feel free to contact either myself at P2 Insight or Rashaz and the Veruzi team. We'll be more than glad to give you more information about this solution. Basically, this fully automates the updating of prices on your PRs so that when you create the PO, you can automate the entire process afterwards and basically increase and optimize your entire P2P cycle. Thank you very much.